Can you turn it down just a bit so I don't get background? Turn it down. Lower the volume. This is the L2C Media Network. And this is Sports Final with Steve the Baxman Baxley. That's right, our sporty balls are feeling loaded tonight. We got college football. We got the rabbi. And we even got, the top of the ninth inning coming up. It's all brought to you by the L2C Media Network. And now, with his sporty balls in full gear, here's our host, Steve the Baxman Baxley. All right, thank you very much, Harold. Hi to ho, gang. How's everything? Welcome to another spine-tingling edition of Sports Final, coming to you from the Fred McLeod Sports Desk here at the Tom O'Neill Studios in beautiful Jackson, Mich. And before we get you to college football and some big happenings around, we must do what we must do. That is, of course, the top of the ninth inning. We are actually not supposed to be on the air at this time. We are supposed to be following the rules of sports broadcasting, and that is, we have to broadcast is over, but we have decided long ago, with the prime exceptions, that we're not going to follow that rule. What do is we got you covered. We're going to bring you like we did once before. I do believe it was last year. We'll bring you the see if we Los Angeles can come back. They are, of course, the Dodgers, the defending World Series champions, and if they do make a comeback, then we got a game 7. But right now, we are in the top of the ninth inning in Hotlanta, GA, actually a suburb of it. Once again, we're not allowed to bring you live audio of the game or picture. So I am providing both. Braves lead by 2. Dodgers up 1. It's a 4-2 game. Chris Taylor starts it off and goes right through it. And it's 0-1. And Will Smith is the reliever for this top of the ninth. The pitch, low. And that is a ball. Taylor is starting game for number 5. He doubled and scored in game number 6. And once again, here we go. The 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Ooh, that was a close one, but it was low. All right. The 2-1 pitch deliver coming up. A hush. Well, sort of a hush over at the Braves Stadium. Here's the 2-1. 2-2. We're glad you're with us. This is Sports Final. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. We will bring you the scores and everything else, including not the Prudential College scoreboard. Right now, we want to give you this. Of course, the winner of this, if it is Atlanta, they go up against Houston. And the pitch, check swing, foul. Actually, just a foul hit or hit foul, depending on your point of view. Two to Chris Taylor. Dodgers, the defending World Series champions. Braves wanting to go back to the World Series. The 2-2. Swung on, and he hits some pine. One up and one out. One down, one to go. No, one down, two to go. Excuse me. I flunked math. No. And that pitch, Will Smith just executed a lovely little looper right to the strike zone and just fit the mitt. Nice slider. All right, let's get the next one up, and the K's are up. Smith bases Bellinger, and 1-0 the count. No, excuse me, 0-1 the count. No balls, one strike. Braves pitchers doing fabulous work, keeping Los Angeles at bay. LA, the defending World Series champion, wanting to survive another day. Ooh. Circle low, ball one. Evens the count. Dodgers hope for a base runner so they can bring in their big hitter to tie the game. And, there's that chant. The chant of chants. Glad we're not doing audio. But here we go. This and the pitch. It's Braves versus Dodgers, Game 6 from Truist Park in a suburb of Atlanta, GA. 2 balls and a strike. Bellinger, a big reason why the Dodgers made it to the League Championship Series. Here we go. The 2-1 pitch by Will Smith. And it's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ooh, Bellinger. That was a nice fastball, but it just wasn't good enough. And the Brave fans are on their feet. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Braves up by a deuce. Here's the windup and the pitch. Up high. Full count. 3-2. Will Smith, 2 wins. A.J. Pollock, next man up. We're full count. 3-2. Here's the windup. And here's the pitch. Swung on, 2 gone, hit the pine. Atlanta 1 out away from meeting the Astros Tuesday night for the World Series. You can catch it on Fox or ESPN Radio. I prefer Fox. Just turn the sound down and listen to ESPN or the local radio stations that are going to carry the Astros and the Braves home radio stations, if that's allowed. Well, here we go. R.J. Pollock. Will Smith ready to deliver the first pitch to Pollock. Low, ball 1. R.J. Pollock, if he reaches the hot hitter of hitters, Albert Pujols will represent the tying run. Pollock wanting to extend it. Smith wants to end it. The pitch. Swung on to short, over to first. Braves win! The Braves and the Astros on Fox World Series 2021. We will have a new World Series champion. All right. Let's get on to what we do now. There will be the presentation, but wazoo, who'd have thunk? It's going to be the Braves and the Astros. And the big question for the Astros is, well, it's already been answered long ago. Justin Verlander not going to pitch, but is he going to remain a Houston Astro? Therein lies the question. Okay, we'll give you the rundown and everything else coming up in just a few moments as I set things up here. Right now, what we do here in Tradition Land is give you the Prudential College Scoreboard, and it is not brought to you by Prudential for life, health, auto, and home insurance. Do what other people are doing. Grab a piece of rock, Prudential, or call State Farm, or Allstate, or Progressive. Let's get to, by the way, all of our scores provided by the fine folks over at Caesars Sportsbook, which always says we are Caesars. And we have massive Sporty balls. That's right. Let's go to it. Let's get to you the one game that is still in progress. Talk about Houston. Houston, with 14:54 remaining in regulation, they lead East Carolina 24-10. Let's go to the final scores. Final scores. I think we may need the bell for some of them. So here we go. Here we go. Arkansas Pine Bluff. Thank you. University of Arkansas Pine. University. Let's try again. Arkansas beat the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff 45-3. Bing the bell. Number 2, Cincinnati over Navy 27-20. Eastern Michigan over Bowling Green for a bell. This game made history. 9 overtimes. And Illinois just barely nudged number 7 Penn State 20-18. Kansas State over Texas Tech 25-24. Northern Illinois over Central Michigan 39-38. This had to have the best watching parties all over Michigan. 6th-ranked Michigan defeated Northwestern 33-7 to remain undefeated and to get everybody ready because Michigan State did take the night off. And right now, let us just put it this way. We put it to you with a laugh and a chuckle because this now makes next week's rivalry game between Michigan and Michigan State a battle of undefeateds. Both undefeated teams. The game's going to be on Fox. One's going to lose, but get this. It's not only the battle of the undefeateds, but it is also quite possibly going to put one of those two teams in the top 4 in the talk of the college football, of the CFP, the college football playoff system. Those rankings will start to come out on Tuesday. We will bring them to you live. So we'll bring them to you live. We'll have a little special sports final edition, the CFP college football playoff rankings. Will it be Michigan? Will it be Michigan State? Have to wait and see. Broadcast time, noon Eastern, from a jam-packed, rockin' rowdy Spartan Stadium, and you better believe the police presence is going to be very heavy for that game. Couches, I have a feeling, are going to be locked up, so no one gets a chance to burn them. If you remember, every time Michigan State plays, a couch or some damage occurs from some overzealous fans, but we hope the fans for at least this moment, play it cool. Once again, final score, 6th-ranked Michigan over Northwestern, 33-7. Michigan State with the week off, which means next Saturday, oh, is that going to be a blast? We'll just have to, the hype machine will go into overdrive, especially when possibly a top 4 CFP ranking is in the balance, not just an undefeated season, but a top 4, a possible top 4 ranking for one of the big 4 New Year's Eve event college football parties. Or it could be even for number 1 if Georgia loses next week. This is going to be a game. Okay, let's rock it with more finals. This one almost caused Jim Ross to miss the special Saturday night edition of AEW Nitro because he had a hoarse voice. No wonder 3rd-ranked Oklahoma almost lost it against Kansas, but Oklahoma persevered. 35-23, the final score. Florida State, bing that bell. 59-3 winners over Massachusetts. 16th-ranked Wake Forest, bing that bell. 70-56 over Army. Syracuse 41, Virginia Tech 36, Kent State 34, Ohio 27, Georgia State 28, Texas State 16, Wisconsin over 25, Purdue 30-13. Look for Purdue to be out of the top 25. Buffalo over Akron 45-10, BYU over Washington State 21-19. 23rd ranked Pittsburgh upset Clemson 27-17. Well, we say upset in a sort of way. California over Colorado 26-3. 12th ranked Ole Miss 31-17 winner over LSU. The Battle of the M's, Maryland and Minnesota. Minnesota won it best, 34-16 over Maryland. Miami of Ohio over Ball State, 24-17. New Mexico over Wyoming, 14-3. Iowa State over 8th-ranked Oklahoma State, 24-21. 10th-ranked Oregon over UCLA, 34-31. Rice over the University of Alabama, Birmingham, 30-24. Toledo, the Rockets blew away Western Michigan, 34-15. Louisville over Boston College, 28-14. Liberty got some justice after all. They beat North Texas, 35-26. Mississippi State over Vanderbilt, 45-6. Fresno over Nevada, 34-32. University of Louisiana Monroe, 41. South Alabama, 31. 22nd ranked St. Louis over Air Force, 20-14. South Florida over Temple, 34-14. 4th ranked Alabama won, but not without the hugest blow up of the hugest coaches blow up ever seen in a college football game. Nick Saban just blew his top. And that's going to be a highlight on SportsCenter even. 4th-ranked Alabama, 52. Tennessee, 24. 24th ranked University of Texas San Antonio beat Louisiana Tech, 45-16. Western Kentucky, a 34-19 winner over Florida International. Virginia, 48-40 winner over Georgia Tech. 18th, Miami of Florida, a 1-point winner over 18th ranked North Carolina State, 31-30. So you know there's going to be a lot of changes in the top 25. 5th ranked Ohio State preparing for their visit of the Michigan State Spartans and the Michigan Wolverines. Fifth-ranked Ohio State beat a battered Indiana team 54-7. 17th-ranked Texas A&M over South Carolina 44-14. 13th-ranked Notre Dame over USC 31-16. Oregon State over Utah 42-34. West Virginia 29-17 winner over TCU. A game that is just about to get underway in about 5 minutes. Let's give it 6. New Mexico taking on Hawaii. As we said, starts about before midnight, 1 minute before. Middle Tennessee over Connecticut, 44-13. UCF over Memphis, 24-7. Utah State over Colorado State, 26-24. Washington over Arizona, 21-16. Florida Atlantic over Charlotte, 38-9. 21st ranked SMU over Tulane, 55-26. Louisiana State by 1 over Arkansas, Louisiana by 1 over Arkansas State, 28-27. San Jose over the constantly improving to some point where they can actually possibly win more than about 3 games, UNLV, 27-20. And Appalachian State over 14th ranked Coastal Carolina, 30-27. Wow. And we go from the collage to the big score and the big story. And it is the Braves are going to the World Series to take on Houston on Tuesday night. They defeated the defending World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers 4-2. Final Matzek 2-0. Buehler, the losing pitcher, 0-2. And Smith got his 4th save. And I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, tonight was the finest night of playoff baseball. We're headed down the final possible 7 games of the season and crowning a new World Series champion. Will it be the Atlanta Braves or will it be the Houston Astros? And this time, they're doing it honestly. Incredible. All right, we are rocking it and rolling it and making it sing, baby. So here we go from little Major League Baseball. That's right, we go from little Major League Baseball. Now we got to talk hockey. That's right. Let's go Hockey Town. There we go, and there we not. Okay, there we go. And we're just seeing the trophy ceremony, trophy presentation right now. We got your NHL scores. So as we go and as we do henceforth. All right, there you go. A little bit of the Hockey Night in Canada theme via the kazoo. Okay, let's get you an update on a game that is still going on in progress. Second intermission, Vancouver Canucks and the Seattle Kraken. And right now it is a tie ball game at 1-1, a tie hockey game actually, or a tie puck game. Okay, final scores in overtime. The Flames over the Capitals 4-3. In regular final, Rangers over the Senators 3-2. Another overtime thriller, Minnesota Wild over the Anaheim Mighty Ducks 4-3. Another overtimer, New Jersey Devils over the Buffalo Sabres 2-1. Final score, Carolina Hurricane over the Columbus Blue Jackets 5-1. In a shootout, Avalanche over the Lightning 4-3. Les Canadiens over the Detroit Red Wings 6-1. Florida Panthers over the Philadelphia Flyers 4-2. Winnipeg Jets over the Nashville Predators 6-4. Penguins over the Maple Leafs 7-1. St. Louis Blues over the Los Angeles Kings 7-3, and the New York Islanders beat the Coyotes by a score of 3-0. All right, let's check the standings right now for everyone. I know it's still early, but in the Eastern Division, in the Eastern Conference, in the Atlantic Division, it is early, but we're going to do it anyway. Florida on top with 10 points. Buffalo in second with 7. Detroit in third with 5, as are Tampa Bay, the defending Stanley Cup champion, as is Toronto, all 3 with 5. Boston and Ottawa are tied with 4 points. Montreal, well, they're still in the basement with 2 points. In the Metropolitan Division, it is New York Rangers with 9 points. Carolina, Pittsburgh, Washington, all with 8 points. New Jersey, Columbus with 6. Philadelphia and the Islanders with 5. In the Western Division, in the Western Conference, Central Division, St. Louis and Minnesota have 8. Dallas with 6. And let's see. And Winnipeg with 5. Colorado with 4. Nashville with 2. Chicago and Arizona bringing up the rear with 1. In the Pacific Division, Edmonton and San Jose with 4 points each. Calgary, 2. Vancouver, excuse me, I read the wrong one. Edmonton with 10. San Jose with 8. Calgary and Vancouver and Anaheim with 5. Los Angeles and Seattle with 3. And Seattle with 1. And Vegas with only a goose egg. Wow. Vegas dead last. All right, so we're done with the NHL. Have we let's get over to the NBA. That's right. And we've had a big lot for you in the National Basketball Association. First off, let's get you the 2 games that are still going on as we speak. 4-13 in third, Portland Trailblazers over the Phoenix Suns, 129-92. 7:34 left to play in the third. Grizzlies over the Clippers, 76-71. Final scores, Cavaliers over the Hawks, 101-95. In overtime, the Indianapolis Pacers over the Miami Heat, 102-91. Dallas Mavericks over the Toronto Raptors, 103-95. And, the Chicago Bulls over the Detroit Pistons, 97-82. Timberwolves, Minnesota, over the New Orleans Pelicans, 96-89. The defending world champion, Milwaukee Bucks, over the San Antonio Spurs, 121-111. And that is your hockey scorage and porridge. So there you go. Hey. Okay, let us let's get you over to some headlines, and then I will be bringing you the Rabbi's predictions. After our Thursday show, we have the Vatican sort of had a little problem, Vatican Football League, that is. And so got the we got the list. And we'll give it to you. Our friend, Monsignor Rabbi Hiram Shecky Fleischman, just faxed them in, so we all get to know that, do we? Yes, we do. All right, let's go to some headlines and make them detailed. And the Ben Simmons watch continues. And every day, a new twist. In the never-ending Ben Simmons saga, in the past week alone, Simmons has been suspended for opening night for refusing to participate in a defensive drill and reportedly told the Philadelphia 76ers that he is not mentally ready. He is not mentally ready to take the floor for them yet. A top basketball executive Daryl Morey revealed in a radio interview that this drama could drag out for the duration of Simmons' 4-year contract. Fortunately for Simmons, Mark Stein is reporting a much closer date to watch on the trade front. League sources told Stein that Morey is expected to wait until December 15th, quote, before he pursues a deal with greater intent. Why December 15th? Because a significant percentage of NBA players that are not currently eligible to be traded right now will become tradable at that point. When a free agent signs a new contract in the offseason, he is eligible to be dealt on either December 15th or 3 months after signing, which comes later. Draft picks only need to wait 1 month after signing and are not bound by the December 15th date, and there are a few exceptions that become trade eligible on January 15th instead. But for the most part, free agents become tradable in the middle of December. Now, that is enormously important for Philadelphia for a few reasons. Now, obviously, they might be interested in players that signed new contracts last off season. But even if they aren't, Simmons is making $33 million this season. Matching salary on a contract of that size would be difficult for many teams, and waiting until December 15th allow them to use 2021 free agent signings in the deal for cap purposes. It should be noted that not every player in the NBA is eligible to be dealt after those deadlines. When a player signs contract extension with either raises larger than 5% annually or longer than 3 seasons, that player can't be traded for 6 months. This excludes a number of veterans who re-signed with their teams recently, including Indiana Pacers guard Malcolm Brogdon. But right now, Philadelphia's options are very much limited. Their hands are tied in knots. Morey wants to trade Simmons for a player he perceives as a difference maker. Such a player, however, is not available on the trade market right now. He might be in December. If he is, having all of those extra players eligible to be dealt would only help make a deal more easier. Wow. Well, didn't take Clemson long. That's right, folks. Clemson quarterback DJ Uiagalelei was benched after throwing 2 interceptions in the Tigers' 27-17 loss to number 23 Pittsburgh on Saturday afternoon. He was reinserted on the Tigers' final possession, a 5-play touchdown drive, but it wasn't enough to cut the double-digit deficit. Uiagalelei was benched in the third quarter after Pitt linebackers Siervoisier Dennis read a shovel pass perfectly, intercepting it for a 50-yard pick six to give the Panthers a 14-point advantage. It was Uiagalelei's final pass before being benched in favor of backup quarterback Tayson Fomanachata, who saw his first major action since throwing for 75 yards against South Carolina State. And by the way, I'm sorry if I butcher anyone's last name. It is not my intent. I wish they would have it phonetically for all of us here. The Tigers' backup led the offense on a field goal drive to cut the score to 21-10. In the third, however, he completed just 3 of 7 passes for 23 yards and rushed for 15 yards in the 2 drives of action. Clemson was outscored 6-3 with Namasha in the game. The offense for Clemson has been a slog all season, and Saturday's loss no exception. Uiagalelei completed just 12 of 25 passes for 129 yards and 2 picks, while also adding 50 yards rushing. Pitt quarterback Kenny Pickett, a Heisman contender, threw for 302 yards and 2 touchdowns and won the biggest wins since the program entered the ACC. Now, Uiagalelei has struggled mightily since entering the 2021 season as an early favorite for a Heisman Trophy. The sophomore has completed just 55.7% of his passes for 974 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. His passer rating ranks last in the ACC among qualified quarterbacks, a shocking turn from fielding elite quarterback play with number 1 overall draft pick Trevor Lawrence under center. Now, he did suffer an Achilles injury in the Clemson spring game, but miraculously returned just months later in time for training camp when he locked up the number 2 job in practice. He was rated the 4th dual threat passer in the class of 2019 before arriving in Clemson. Wow. Let's give you some injury. Notre Dame star. Oh, this one hits hard for Notre Dame. Notre Dame's star safety, Kyle Hamilton, suffered an apparent leg injury in the first quarter of the Fighting Irish's 31-16 win over USC on Saturday. Though Notre Dame originally listed him as questionable to return, he was seen on the sidelines in the third quarter without his helmet and did not re-enter the game. Okay. Major League Baseball. For the first time since 1999, the Atlanta Braves are going to the World Series. They beat the Dodgers in Game 6 tonight. Or actually Saturday night, since we're in Sunday morning. 4-2, setting up a meeting with the Houston Astros. Once again, or in the Fall Classic. Once again, outfielder Eddie Rosario was at the center of the action for Atlanta. Rosario was hitting .571, .609, and 1 thou in the NLCS going into Game 6 with 12 hits, 2 of which were home runs, and 1 of which was the walk-off hit of Game 2. That's an honest series work and then some, but Rosario was far from done. In the first inning, Saturday night in Atlanta, he notched a line drive single off Walker Buehler, but was retired on a double play off the bat of Freddie Freeman. In the fourth, though, with the score tied 1-1, he belted. That's right. He authored a methodical at-bat against Buehler that changed the trajectory of a Game 6 and pushed the Braves closer to their first since 1999. To the surprise of nobody, Rosario was named the National League Championship Series MVP. There was no 670 and 1.040 batting line and a postseason record-tying 14 hits. He drove in 9 runs in the 6th game. And what can we say but ooh la la bassoon. Houston and Atlanta, that's going full plate. I don't want to make further predict, but I got to. They're going full plate. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. A little yawn, folks. A little yawn. And thus is your headlines. Now, we were in the hockey segment. We forgot a little hockey. We forgot the minors. We have AHL and OHL to talk about, and we're going to do that right now. Let's give you the scores from the American Hockey League on a wonderful late night Saturday, early Sunday morning. And here we go. Stockton Heat over the Bakersfield Condors with 9:14 left in the third, 3-2. Stockton Heat in the lead. 10:49 left to play in the final period, regulation time. It's the Tucson Roadrunners 3, Texas Stars nothing. Final score, Ontario Reign over the San Diego Gulls 5-1. Rochester Americans over the Toronto Marlies 7-3. Hershey Bears over the Charlotte Checkers 2-1. Cleveland Monsters over the Belleville Senators 2-1. Bridgeport Islanders over Springfield Thunderbirds in overtime 4-3. You got the Iowa Wild over the Rockford Ice Hogs 5-2. Utica Comets over the Syracuse Crunch 2-1. Hartford Wolfpack over the Lehigh Valley Phantoms 3-1. Laval Rockets over the Providence Bruins 4-0. Chicago Wolves over the Milwaukee Admirals 6-1. And the San Jose Barracuda over the Colorado Eagles 3-2. Let's take you now to where all the fun is, and that is also in the Ontario Hockey League. And let's give you the scores on that one. Let's are we? Yep. No, it's 23rd. Okay, thank you. Boot. Okay, let's go to it. Do we have the yes, we do. We have our little abbreviations here. All right. The Ottawa 67s over Barrie 3-0. Okay, the Erie Otters over Saginaw in overtime 4-3. We also got college to do. We keep forgetting. Niagara over Mississauga 4-2. The North Bay Battalion over the Sioux 4-2. And Owen Sound beat Windsor by a score of 5-1. Let's take you now to that wonderful thing we like to call college hockey, since we're here. College hockey, the old goodies. Let's go to some scores from tonight, if they actually did play. And they did. Yes, they did. Did they? Yes, they did. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sure they did. And here we go. In Atlantic hockey, it was Holy Cross over Bentley 3-2 in the CCHA. 9/19, Bemidji State over Northern Michigan 4-3. Ferris State lost to St. Thomas 5-2. In exhibition, the Air Force over Linwood 6-1. Number 15 Cornell over the U.S. under-18 team 4-2. Number 9 ranked Massachusetts lost to Dartmouth 3-2. In Hockey East, 16th ranked Boston University an 8-6 winner over Merrimack. That's them. Non-conference, LIU over Post 6-1. In overtime, Sacred Heart and Maine were the Scrubs. They tied it overtime 3-3. UMass Lowell over Michigan State 4-0. Third ranked St. Cloud over Wisconsin 4-1. 10th ranked Boston College over 8th ranked Denver 5-1. 20th ranked Northeastern over Colorado College 1-0. Arizona State over Colgate 4-3 in overtime. Number 6 North Dakota over number 7 Quinnipiac 3-1. Clarkson over Alaska 4-2. Lake Superior over Union 5-2. Rensselaer over Vermont 2-1. Number 1 Michigan a 3-2 winner over number 17 Western Michigan in overtime. 5th ranked Minnesota Duluth over 4th ranked just plain Minnesota 2-1. And Bowling Green struck Miami 6-4. And those are your hockey scores. Yes. I had to do a Matt Hardy impression. Yes. Okay, it is 18 minutes past the hour of 12 bells. We got no media reports today, so aren't we glad? Let's keep this love going with some action from soccer. And here we go. In the Premier League, Chelsea beat Norwich City 7-0. Crystal Palace, Newcastle United tied at 1. Watford over Everton 5-2. Leeds United and Wolverhampton Wanderers tied at 1. Southampton and Burnley tied at 2. And Manchester City over Brighton and Hove Albion 4-1. Scottish Premiership action. Let's roll it big. Thank you. Aberdeen over Hibernian, 1-0. Celtic over St. Johnstone, 2-0. Dundee United over Motherwell, 2-1. Heart of Midlothian and Dundee tied at 1. Livingston over Ross County, 3-2. Women's World Qualifying, England over Northern Ireland, 4-0. In championships action, it was Middlesbrough over Cardiff City, 2-0. Birmingham City over Swansea City, 2-1. Blackburn Rovers beat Reading, 2-0. They weren't fundamental. Blackpool over Preston North End, 2-0. I know his twin brother, Preston South End, and frankly, with his end is nothing more to look at. Just kidding. Just a little joke. Bournemouth over Huddersfield Town, 3-0. Coventry City and Derby County tied at 1. Luton Town over Hull City, 1-0. Millwall over Stoke City, 2-1. Peterborough United over Queen's Park Rangers, 2-1. West Bromwich Albion, a 3-0 winner over Bristol City. Women's international friendlies, Australia over Brazil, 3-1. Are you okay? Thank you. Canada over New Zealand, 5-1. Mexico over Argentina, 6-1. And Colombia over Chile, 2-0. And we go all the way. All the way over to the fun, if we can. All right, let's okay, because I know we got some selectiveness here. In Major League Soccer, Sporting KC over Seattle, 2-1. New York Red Bulls over Columbus Crew, 2-1. New York City Football Club over DC United, 6-0. Philadelphia over Nashville, 1-0. And Toronto over Montreal tied at 1. And we got about 9 minutes left. Yes, we're making it. All right, let's make this count and make it livable. That's right. It's a good opportunity, n'est-ce pas? All right, let's go to it. Get you every score we can. In the German Bundesliga, Dortmund over Arminia Bielefeld, 3-1. Bayern Munich over Hoffenheim, 4-0. Leipzig over Greuther Fürth, 4-1. Freiburg over Wolfsburg, 2-0. Hertha Berlin over Mönchengladbach, 1-0. In Italy, Series A action, it was Empoli over Salernitana, 4-2. Sassuolo over Venezia, 3-1. Milan over Bologna, 4-2. And in La Liga in La Spain, Valencia and Mallorca tied at 2. Alves over Cadiz, 2-0. Elche and Espanyol, 2-2. And Athletic Bilbao over Villarreal, 2-1. And updating you on the NBA scoreboard, the Clippers with a minute left. The Grizzlies lead the Clippers 97-89. Meanwhile, in other basketball in Italy, Olimpia Milano and Fortitudo Bologna, 86-75. Brindisi over Cremona, 80-73. Venezia over Pesaro, 77-68. In Espanyol, Basket Zaragoza over Briogan, 79-75. Obradorio over Real Betis, 87-76. Valencia over Morabanc Andorra, 76-75. Juventud Badalona over Tenerife, 79-72. All right. By the way, updating in third period, 8 minutes left in the NHL. The Seattle Kraken over the Vancouver Canucks, 2-1. In basketball, which has been very, do we have time to do Finnish hockey? Or can we do? Oh, we got time. Okay. Whoa, get back over there. Thank you. All right. In Swedish hockey, Färjestad over Tamira, 4-1. Linkopings over Barnas, 3-0. In overtime, it was Malmo over Frölunda 4-3, Rogel over Luleå 3-1, Växjö over Leksands 3-2, Orbro over Jar Gardens 4-3, Oskarshamn over Skellefteå 3-2. We keep going and going and going. Ilves over Kalpa 5-2. Tepro over Kuku 4-1. Saipa over JYP 5-3. Turku over Hämeenlinna 1-0. Helsinki over Karpat 5-2. Lukko over Jukrit 4-1. Vesen Sport over Asat 1-0. In the Japanese baseball action, it was Chibalati Marines over the Nippon Ham Fighters 4-3. Masuda with the win. He's 3-6. Sugiura with the loss. He's 2-3. Rakuten Golden Eagles over the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks 8-1. Takanaka gets the win. He's 10-5. Higashiyama gets the loss. He's 4-4. Yokohama Bay Stars over the Chunichi Dragons 5-0. Azuma gets the win. He's 1-2. Shimizu gets the loss. He's 0-1. The Omuri Giants took out the Occult Swallows 11-1. Sugano gets the win. He's 6-7. Ishikawa gets the loss. He's 4-5. And the Hiroshima Carp and the Hansen Tigers play to a 1-1 tie. In South Korea, the Korean baseball organization, Kia Tigers, a 7-4 win over the NC Dinos. Doosan Bears and LG Twins ended in a 3-3 tie. The Lottie Giants and the Hanwha Eagles ended in a 15-15 tie. NC Dinos over the Kia Tigers by a score of 5-2. And the Samsung Lions over the KT Wiz Suwon by a score of 4-2. And friends, that is it. That is it for us. That is it for tonight. We shall be back with you tomorrow night at midnight Eastern time for... Oh, we forgot. Oh, boy. Where is my head? We got to do this. We're not done yet. No. Are you kidding? We are not done yet. I'm hoping we have a significant matter here to give you, and we will do so. And that is, I hold in my hand, as you can see, the facts from our friend the rabbi. And let's see, do we have... Okay, no, we do not. Okay, so we're going to have to do this. Let's take you to the rabbi's predictions. And here we go. If we can pop them up. No. We want NFL, folks. Okay, let's take you now. Okay, we got them. All right, let's go to it. The 1 o'clock Fox games. Falcons are 2-3. Dolphins are 1-5. The rabbi says this game should be easy for the Dolphins, except it's against the Falcons, so it ain't going to be that easy. Falcons to beat the Dolphins 21-13. Fox 1 o'clock game, the Carolina Panthers over playing against the New York Giants. And the rabbi says you can put this to the bank. It's the Panthers growling. Panthers are 3-3. Giants are 1-5. He's taking the Panthers 31-27 over the Giants. The Cincinnati Bengals are 4-2. They're at Baltimore Ravens 5-1. Rabbi says take the Ravens 36-27 over the Bengals. Now that's a CBS game. Another CBS game at 1 o'clock has Kansas City Chiefs at 3-3, playing at the Tennessee Titans at 4-2. The rabbi says this is a very good and easy game. It's just that the prediction is going to be rotten because he doesn't see Kansas City winning. Instead, he says the Titans will take the Chiefs 24-17. Another 1 o'clock game on CBS will be the New York Jets 1-4 at the New England Patriots 2-4. And the rabbi says pulling this one out of the hat is an amazing stat, an amazing stunt. And if there's one man that can do it, it's Bill Belichick. Patriots 36, Jets 21. The other 1 o'clock game on Fox is Washington 2-4 at Green Bay Packers, the frozen tundra of Rambeau Field 5-1. The rabbi says this is easy as taking candy from a baby. Give the Packers 27, Washington 13. 4:05 games on Fox will be the Detroit Lions 0-6 visiting SoFi Stadium, and the Los Angeles Rams with their new quarterback, this guy named Matthew Stafford. They are 5-1. Rabbi has said the Lions will learn their lesson. 0-7 they will be. Rams 36, Lions 18. Next one, 4:05 game on Fox, Philadelphia Eagles 2-4 at the Las Vegas Raiders 4-2. Rabbi has told us that he believes in the Raiders, but he's not so sure until the last minute of the game. He's given the Raiders a 24-21 edge over the Eagles. CBS 425 will have the Chicago Bears at 3-3 and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 5-1. The rabbi says Tommy Buccaneer, don't have to worry. He's got this. Buccaneers 42, Bears 27. And the 425 game on CBS also, Houston Texans 1-5 at the lone undefeated team in the NFL, the Arizona Cardinals. The rabbi says that this game is easy. The Cardinals will, however, make it a little harder. Cardinals 32, Texans 28. The Sunday night tilt, Colts 2-4 at San Francisco 49ers 2-3. Rabbi said this is a toss-up. He wishes he didn't have to predict this one, but he's a little mashugana, as he likes to call himself. And he's given this San Francisco 36, Indianapolis Colts 21. And the Monday night game on ESPN, which slates it to be the return of the Manning cast. Yay! Saints taking on the Seahawks. Saints are 3-2. Seahawks are 2-4. And this, of course, on ESPN, and I do believe it is also on ABC. I may be wrong on that secondary, but it's going to be a good game. Rabbi says if you say it's going to be a good game, you know this one may be a bit closer than we think. Saints 31, Seahawks 29. Ooh, that's a little evidentiarial. Anyway, there you go. There are the predictions from the Vatican Football League commissioner / referee, our good friend Monsignor Rabbi Hiram Shecky Fleischman, who will see us on, as I pick up my pen, Wednesday night for his Thursday night predictions. And that is going to wrap it up for us here on a sort of fall-like late Saturday, early Sunday morning. We have enjoyed this, Dave, with you, and we hope that you will come back to us at midnight tomorrow night for our usual show, and drop in at 4 o'clock when I will be bringing you, I and Sports Final will always be bringing you week sevens after the first half, and we will review all the 1 o'clock games that occurred and give you a preview of the Sunday and Monday night games that are to come. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for caring. I am Steve, the Backsman Baxley, from everyone here at the Fred McLeod Sports Desk here at the Tom O'Neill Studios in Jackson. We thank you for watching Sports Final, a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. We'll talk to you tomorrow night at midnight Eastern Time. Good night, everybody.